Hi, I'm Lisa DeLong, and I just got home from a friend's book signing over at our local Barnes and Noble here in Santa Clarita. And his name is Alex Urbina, and he authored this beautiful book, The Inspirational Parent. And listening to Alex speak tonight, I just came home really inspired myself and wanted just to share a couple of insights that came to me as I listened to him talk about conscious parenting. And as I was driving home, I was reflecting on my own parenting and how grateful I am to have had my children. And I was driving down Soledad Canyon Road. It's the corridor between the bookstore and here where I live. And I just felt really overwhelmed, really, at how all the spiritual teachers that I've had, all the practical teachers that I've had, all the training and guidance that I've had in life. And I thought, I just made a list in my head of all the brilliant people who have influenced how I think. And everyone from pastors and thought leaders. And, I was going down the list of like Michael Bernard Beckwith and Marianne Williamson and Ian Levine Sant and Oprah and the Dalai Lama and Mother Teresa and all these different authors and teachers I followed, Wayne Dyer and so many others, and I just had this moment. I was where I just thought, but my greatest teachers have been my children, by far, and the reason for that is because they're the ones who've what taught me empathy, how to really feel and see their struggles and see them being human and leaving space for them to be that as a parent and not um, squash it. And Alex said some really profound things tonight about listening to our children and allowing them to be who they are. And I honestly, I think anyone who's been a parent knows that feeling of, oh my gosh, this little human in front of me, especially when they're young, they're just surprising you with their own wisdom, their own insights, their own personality, their own likes and dislikes. And I'm so grateful to have had the experience with my children, even with the illnesses and the death of Justin and the near death experience that Jacob had, because now, all these years later, it's been 17 years since Justin passed, and over 10 years since Jacob was diagnosed. And their way of being, their way of understanding the world, and even seeing life and death it helps me even today. And then my daughters who experienced all of that childhood, all of their childhood was bookended by sick brothers, and the kind of resilience and focus and insights that they shared with me have really formed who I am today. And I'm grateful. I just wanted to express gratitude for Alex for sharing with parents how to writing this big beautiful book about how to parent. I'm certainly going to read it, even though I feel kind of lazy because I'm at the tail end of child rearing as Jacob turns 18 tomorrow. And but I know that will glean so much from it. And so I just encourage you tonight to really embrace your loved ones, and not only on this side of our life experience of being in our bodies, but also on the other side. I know from my own experience that our loved ones stay with us, and they really do want to help us and guide us and teach us, and they're constantly reaching out in strange ways that seem ridiculous or weird to us sometimes, but we really are loved beyond this body. So that said, I just hope that you will embrace the loved ones around you and appreciate the teaching that they're giving you, even if it's really frustrating, because sometimes it can be. But sit back, listen to them, try not to react right away, and just see them as the amazing, brilliant human beings that they are, the miracles that they are. My favorite singer right now, singing artist, is Nako Bear, Medicine for the People. I listen to him every day, ever since I attended Rhythmia in Costa Rica in July. Love his music. And he has a line in one of his songs that I am a miracle made up of particles, and I'll make a difference, and I'll stay persistent, and I'll make a difference, and I will have lived it. And I love that. I love that line. And that's what we're all doing. We're just living our thing. We are miracles, each one of us. And let's remember that, especially when times get really deep and dark and sad and tragic things like Las Vegas happen. I was there last Saturday and drove by the Mandalay Bay and just had a moment of silence for those who who died that day and who transitioned to the other side, and those who are going to be enduring the trauma of that event for the rest of their lives. So my heart goes out to them and to their families, and it's important that we remember who we are. There's more to this life experience than meets the eye. And when we show gratitude to each other for even the simple things, like, right now Dave's on the sofa watching TV, watching a football game, and Dave's upstairs playing video games, and my little dog is curled up under my feet right now, and my belly is full. I made homemade soup, and I just feel grateful. So I'm grateful for you. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video, and check out my friend's book, The Inspirational Parent. Get a copy. Barnes & Noble has them locally, and you can get it online too. Okay. Have a great night.